there. I do have a head. Sorry that they're not in the videos. Want to make sure you can see him well. All right, so in addition to the leave it commands, I want you to start practicing the down stay with him. Come here, buddy. Come here. The down stay, as you might remember, is something that I talked about doing with him, but he was too young at that time. Now he's doing fantastic at starting to comprehend what it is. So if you'll recall, before I bring him into the video, I'm just going to demonstrate here. What I do when I'm first starting him, and what I've been doing with him, is I never say the word sit. If he sits on his own, that's fine. But we do not want to teach him sit and then down, because that becomes a blended sequence for a dog, and those are the dogs who will lay down and then pop into a sit. Lay down and pop into a sit. You see it all the time. For them, they think it's all the same command, so they think they're obeying. So we don't, if he sits on his own, great. But if he's standing, we want to go straight from a stand. We do not use the word sit as a prerequisite. So what I do, I'll bring him into the camera in a second. Right now he's laying down sweetly. He's tired. So what we do is, he's standing or sitting there. We step on the leash to create tension on the back of his neck. He's not choking. It's just a little pull of his neck toward the ground. It is not a correction. We don't pop it. We just quietly and firmly pull it toward the ground, and we point and say, down. I will say the word no more than twice. Once if I can get him to do it at one command. After I've said it twice, I just wait. If I need to, I'll tighten the tension on the lead for him. Now, he and I have been doing this. He may lay down without me creating much tension. But once he goes into a down, I keep my foot on the lead for a little bit until I know that he's settled. He's going to get some treats when he first goes down, and I'm going to say yes to mark it. Then I'm just going to stand here for a second, and then you'll see me remove my foot. And then I walk around a bit, and I still hold the leash. What I want to do is give him a few seconds in the down position, and then I give him the release command, okay. When I say okay, I'm going to give him a tug on the leash to show him what I mean. Remember, the words down and okay are of equal importance. People think that the down part is the most important part. It is equally important that he understands the release and the whole concept of the release. Because if he understands the concept of the release, then he understands that he's supposed to stay down until the release. Okay? The word stay is implied. We never use it. All right, so here we go. Come here, Bubba. So let's see how he does. So the first thing I do is I get my foot in position before I give him any command. So there's no tension right now. Create tension. Sit back here. Tension and down. Yes. He's laying down. Yes, good boy. And I give him a treat, maybe two. Now, notice my foot's still on the lead because if he tries to pop up early, he will self-correct. I don't have to bend over. I don't have to do anything. I just let my foot do all the work. So I stay here for a minute until I feel like he's settled. There you go. You see him kind of settle? He shifted over. When I think his energy's kind of settled, I pull my foot off. Now, in these first few reps, I stand here, no shenanigans on my part, and then I say, okay, good boy, and I give him a treat when he moves up out of position. Good boy, good boy. So notice I didn't mess around much. I just laid him down there for a few seconds, and then let him up. So you do that a couple of times. Just for a few seconds, you take your foot off the lead, and you just wait. Now, after you do that a few times, down. Yes. So I could have said it a second time. I decided not to. Good boy. Good boy right there. Now, he's getting really tired. That's why he's all fidgety and whiny. I'm just going to end on a good note. He can hear my dogs barking too. So, just like last time, there's a dog going by, so I'm going to wait. He sees a dog. There. He sees a dog, and he's going to self-correct because I'm standing on the leash. So I'm just going to tighten it up a little more. I'm not saying anything to him. I'm going to let him figure it out. This is good. So a dog went by on the street. Yes. Yes. Now I am going to reward him this time because that was a big deal. Okay. So after you've done like just a few seconds, he gets up early. I do not say the word again. If he breaks early and tries to release, I do not say the command. If my foot's on the lead, I let my foot do all the work. If I'm away from him and my foot's not on the lead when he breaks, I step on the lead and I repeat this, which might happen to us here in a second, so you get to see it. So after you do a few quick reps, then we start creating more challenge. We step off, we move around a bit. He broke early, I step on the leash, and I point. Yes. I do not repeat the command, and I do not give him treats. If I give him treats, now he's tired and fussy baby. I'm just going to stand here. I do not respond to fussy baby. Just stand on the lead. There's a great deal of power and influence and leadership in your ability to just ignore that nonsense and let your foot do all the work on the leash. All right. So as I was saying, now we try to challenge a little bit by walking around. In time, we'll circle around him. He's not ready for that yet. But we'll walk around him. When you walk behind a dog, that's usually the most likely time they'll pop up. So that was really good. You gotta, I just let it go a little too long. I should have broken him 3 seconds earlier. My bad. But no biggie. I put him down. So now what I'm going to do is it's going to be a really short stay down there. I'm going to wait for him to settle because he's fidgety. Foot's off. Okay, good boy. Good boy. So this is about patience and trial and error. When you put him in a down, you are sort of testing to see, will he stay down for 3 seconds? Will he stay down for 5 or 10 seconds? You want to release him while he's still in a full down. If he pops up early, you just quietly step on the lead, point to the floor, and wait for him to get back to where he's supposed to be. You treat him right now, you treat him when he lays down with a yes. And you treat him when he does the okay, the break. In a day or two, he's not going to get a treat for laying down anymore. He's only going to get a treat for completing the sequence. As time goes by, our walking around him will become more and more adventurous. We'll drop the lead, we'll walk further away, we'll step over him, and so on and so forth. So, he's going to get more and more, there I am, he's going to get more and more challenge as he becomes more reliable staying in the down. So for now, 5 or 10 minutes, tonight he may not be up to it because he's going to be really tired. But if you feel like he is up to it, do 5 minutes of leave it, 5 minutes of downstay, and end on a good note. For you, the trick for all of these things is patience and repetition, and sometimes just pause to see what he's going to do. Give him a minute. He is just learning, so we're at a foundational point. He understands all the commands after today. He knows what they mean, so now you're reinforcing them. Okay, so text me if you have any questions.